Scroll back through the last year, and the same words come up again and again. This is 2025 from A to Z by the words that made the year. AI became the year's most debated technology as use soared. Bitcoin remained volatile, but it's become central to global finance. Right-wing influencer Charlie Kirk was killed on a U.S. college campus as the culture wars grew more violent. Donald Trump returned to power with a barrage of executive orders. Elections were held in 69 countries, including Germany, Canada, and Japan. Far-right politics went mainstream in Germany and elsewhere, shaping public debate. Gaza endured another year of Israel's genocidal war. The death toll is still rising, despite a ceasefire. Houthi rebels in Yemen were targeted by U.S. and Israeli bombs for choking off Red Sea shipping lanes. Iran survived a 12-day war by Israel and the U.S., firing missiles at Israeli cities. Jeffrey Epstein's files resurfaced, implicating the global elite years after the death of the convicted sex offender. Kendrick Lamar dominated pop culture with a Super Bowl performance that overshadowed the main event. The Louvre Museum in Paris was the target in a cinematic jewel heist. Migration policies grew stricter, especially in the U.S., and more than 122 million people were displaced globally. Nuclear weapons stirred debate as some countries consider boosting their arsenals. The occupied West Bank was targeted by more Israeli settler aggression. An average of about 5 settler attacks was recorded every day. Pope Francis's death handed the leadership of the Roman Catholic Church to Pope Leo XIV, the first pontiff from the U.S. Qatar remained a key diplomatic player for peace in the Middle East, even after Israel struck Hamas negotiators in Doha, killing 6 people. Rapid support forces sieged Sudan's al-Fasher, killing thousands of civilians. Syria marked a year since the Assad regime fell, struggling to rebuild amid violence and Israeli bombing. Tariffs became a weapon for Trump's trade wars, hitting U.S. rivals and allies alike. Ukraine spent another year at war against Russia, as Trump promised peace. But this year marked the war's highest civilian death toll. Venezuelan boats were targeted by U.S. strikes, allegedly part of Trump's drug war. Weather disasters, from floods to the deadly LA fires, cost lives and billions in damage, proving climate change won't wait. President Xi Jinping steered China's growing economy through imposed U.S. tariffs. Yoon Suk-yeol saw his South Korean presidency end in impeachment after an attempt to declare martial law. Zohran Mamdani pulled off the year's biggest upset in U.S. politics, becoming the first Muslim mayor of New York City.